going to do any physics, and I'm not standing up. But instead, I'm going to discuss music and my experience with music, in particular the piano. I started playing when I was about 6 years old, and every 2 years I got a new piano teacher. Now, I'm not sure if that was because they were tired of me or they wanted new students. It was either one or the other. And so I got quite a diversity in my education, and you can see that reflected in the kind of songs that I ended up writing in my later years. Because when I turned into my mid-20s, I had trouble reading music. And I thought it would be easier to just make stuff up. And there was almost a physical need for me to make stuff up, to create, to use this instrument as a way to play, to have some structure, and yet to do some variation. But when I was starting out, I was very good at repetition. And all my siblings will tell you, they hated how much repetition I could tolerate. That's why they made me play in the basement. So I'm going to play that song that they really started to dislike, the Maple Leaf Rag. Oh, I don't need this silly microphone. Amazing I can still remember it after all those years, even though there are approximations in there. Now, I spent a year in Bloomington, Indiana, in the math department, paying my way through grad school, and was very thoroughly depressed. And my only kind of salvation was that they had a music school. And because they had a music school, they had this building that inside it had all these baby grand pianos. And I snuck in there and would play a little bit. Now the folks in the other rooms, they were running up and down the keyboards and they were really skilled, and I was doing this pecking sort of little thing, but it was really important to me because, you know, it helped me, I don't know, get through that time. So this particular song is called 3 by 9. Now this next song, I know, I just enjoyed a couple of the chords and the sounds, and I really focused on these couple notes. I kind of liked isolating them, and so I called the song "On a Clear Day," and so here it goes. I really like the end of that. I don't have another song like that, because that's my style. Oh, the next song. Oh, that was quite the story. Because I had this job, and my boss, well, he didn't rather like me. We ran into a little tension. He wanted to fire me, and I had enough of a union that he didn't quite get away with it. But I made it through that time. And one of the ways was by writing this blues tune. It's one of the few that I actually sing something. And I was surprised at how difficult it was. Because I had this simple kind of thing going on in this hand. I had this hand doing something else. And I had to sing a third thing. And it really took me like 3 weeks before I could kind of finally start to put them together. But hopefully I got them. So this is called the Hectic Time Blues. Now, most of my songs involve 2 chords, maybe 3. And so I was taking lessons with John Funkhauser. Talk about a great name for a piano teacher. And he gave me 8 chords to play. Now, make something out of that. And so I decided to make Waltz Number 1. It only took me about 7 or 8 months, but with his guidance, I was able to make this piece, and I think it really is pretty darn pretty. Now, go back to the starting hat. This last song, I call black notes because I mostly hit black notes. It's got a lot of what we call syncopation, and it's just kind of fun to play. enjoyed my complete repertoire, and have yourself a good day. Thank you very much.
All the girls in the classroom think he's hot. He shows up wearing the sandals with the white socks. He hears them giggling while he's got his back to the class. He thinks he's got an eraser mark on his ass. And all the girls from the hall show up to hear him talk, even though most of the time he's covered in chalk. Math prof, rock star. Math prof, rock star. Oh yeah. Math prof, rock star. He was young, he never thought that he would be a math prof, rock star. And after hours outside of his office, there's a line waiting, full of girls who want to ask about their quadratic equations. She leans over the desk and twirls a pencil in her hair, complains the grade he gave her was way unfair. And all the professors, they laugh about it and they wish him well. The guys in the class are all just jealous as hell. Math prof, rock star.
I like to improvise on the piano because then you can't be wrong. I mean, you're making it up. And so what you need is a little bit of structure. I usually use 2, maybe 3 chords. And just be able to play, to just create and not worry about, wrong notes. Just keep on plowing through and enjoy the moment if you can. So this one I'm going to do is based on the very first song I ever learned. It's Raining Out. And we'll just see where it goes. There it is. It's raining.